happened? Some may be thinking, Riverside Homestead disappeared for a week. Or did I get disappeared for a week? So much has happened this past week. So many reports of more China spy balloons, and I'll show you. And another new thing that just happened, Biden ordered a strike on an unidentified aircraft over Alaska, and they have shot it down, and this is new within the hour. We'll go over the brand new statement from Homeland Security on that too. Massive earthquakes, super destructive, man-made or nature. Big Bear Country massing 1,800 tanks, 700 aircraft, and 500,000 men. They're saying an assault in under 10 days. Oil prices now have went up 2%. Why? Happy to be back. Let's cover what's new. Brand new here, like prepping tips, emergency preparedness, how-tos, and news that could affect you. Hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Okay, for starters, for our great community out there, you might be wondering what happened to Riverside Homestead for a week. Well, now that you see me back, I'm betting that you can guess what happened. In fact, I didn't think that I could start posting till Saturday, so when I looked at the computer this morning and saw that I could post today, I was like, oh boy, better let people know. Guidelines are tricky and I'm gonna have to play it a little bit safer. Got a lot of great videos coming up. There's a lot of power stations I wanna show you, lots of new how-tos, and an abundance of news that you guys should know about. So anyway, guys, super happy to be back. Hopefully this week we'll get a lot of shares on our videos and we'll be able to make up for what happened this last week. So I feel like I missed out on a lot of crazy things. We had the China balloon, which I'm getting tons of emails and information saying that there's more Chinese spy balloons out there. In fact, let's show you another balloon in the sky right now. I got a tip from a viewer, thanks Tina, and it looks like here on Flight Radar 24, we actually have another balloon. It's been coming down from kind of the Michigan area, and it looks like it's over the Sioux Falls area. Now there's been a chopper hanging around this thing. I don't know if it has anything to do with the balloon, but the chopper seems pretty close. Now I don't know if this happens to be a Chinese balloon, a Chinese spy balloon. I have no idea, but it is odd that there is yet another big old balloon with the whole balloon saga happening. So if you guys want to check this map out, you can easily go online after watching this video and check out what's going on. The balloon pops right up and you'll be able to zoom in and see what's going on. I'll leave a link for this website down in the description below. Now, a lot of people are reporting about more China spy balloons out there. They're saying there's one over Mexico. They're saying there's one up over Canada. I don't know if these are in fact China balloons, but we do know that there is more balloons up there. And it's just crazy that I missed out on the whole balloon thing and the shooting down of the balloon thing. If you guys happen to know more details about that, as it rolls out with Homeland Security and stuff, be sure to put it down in the comments below so I can research it. And before I tell you what's going on in the Big Bear Country and what massive movement they're doing, an attack possibly in 10 days. Jack writes in, oil prices rise 2% after the Big Bear Country says it will cut output by 500,000 barrels a day. He goes on to say, yep, looks like they are now moving into conservation as they will need it for the war and to cut off others. Don't forget Rommel back in the day who ran out of fuel in Africa. So is this possibly the start of a fuel shortage? Is this the start of inflated fuel prices that we're gonna see here soon? Now, whether you're some of the people that experienced fuel shortages, diesel shortages in some areas of your states, or you're people that just saw higher prices. A lot of people say there's never been a fuel shortage. It's just been a rerouting of the fuel, whether it's selling it to the highest dollar in other foreign countries, or we need it for military use. When there's any type of war scenario, there is tons of fuel that's needed. And you can bet those of us are not gonna see it when they need it for that. So keep it on your radar, possible fuel diesel shortages, possible more inflation with fuel. And I'll slip this one in here because it's breaking news today. 18 minutes ago on ABC News, FBI finds another classified document in the search of former Vice President Mike Pence's Indiana home. The FBI is conducting a consensual search of former Vice President Mike Pence's home in Indiana Friday. So we knew that there was a lot of talk that this might happen. Well, it's happening now. And regarding all these FBI searches, I know you guys have an opinion on it. Let me know down in the comments below what you're suspecting is happening. I mean, there's a lot of FBI searches going on. There's Trump, there's Biden, now there's Mike Pence. If I happen to get a lot of feedback on it, I'll come back on and share kind of what I think's going on, which is from a much bigger umbrella, a much bigger movement that could possibly replace all these guys. So what's going on with the big bear country? Sounds like a lot's gonna happen possibly in 10 days. So now the Sun is reporting, and the Sun can be a little questionable by popular opinion, but the Sun says in our US news, countdown to Z-Day. The big R country massing 1,800 tanks, 700 aircraft, and 500,000 men for new Ukraine assault in 10 days after Zelensky begs UK for jets. And this is new as of today. It goes on to read, Russia has hundreds of thousands of soldiers, thousands of tanks, and hundreds of warplanes preparing for a new assault, Ukraine has warned. So what do we know a little bit more about the timeline? It says Vlad P is believed to be preparing for a massive new offensive in the coming weeks to coincide with the first anniversary of the war in February 24th. So it's not just the Sun reporting on this. There's actually quite a few news agencies that are reporting on this. And these warnings are saying that it is 0 hour. Expected to come in from Crimea and the Donbass. So I've reported on warships and submarines all around the United States. I got a lot of feedback saying that, well, the United States has been staged all over the world in front of other countries as well. And I agree with that, and I believe it's been that way for a long time. But the fact that they're on our doorstep and so close and all around us is something new. Don't you guys find it odd that we just shot down a balloon that had some high suspicions, and now we're shooting down yet again another aircraft over Alaska right now? It just happened. Let's see what Homeland Security is saying about this threat that's been shot down.
Tracking a high altitude object over Alaska airspace in the last 24 hours. The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. Out of an abundance of caution and at the recommendation of the Pentagon, President Biden ordered the military to down the object, and they did, and it came inside our territorial waters. Those waters right now are frozen, but inside territorial airspace and over territorial waters. Fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command took down the object within the last hour.
Okay, so for all the naysayers out there, we're all of a sudden getting surrounded by ships and submarines. Now aircraft are coming in. Now all of a sudden we're starting to shoot down aircraft over our area and our territory. And who out there doesn't think that this is all amping up? No joke, as much as I don't want any of this to happen, it's weird times and things are getting weird. Something is definitely brewing and something is most likely to happen. I don't want to drag this video out. We got a lot of upcoming great videos. If you guys want to know what's really going on with our chicken eggs, click this video right here. And if you want to learn about an emergency diesel heater that's easy to use and can keep you warm through the night, this one right down here. Again, guys, happy to be back. Please share videos a lot this week so we can come out of that slump. Keep both eyes wide open on what's going on. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.